One good turn deserves another. But what if the life you saved comes back to save you in the most unexpected way? A glowing woman in white standing behind a shocked young man in a hotel room. Saved by an angel. It is said that one good turn deserves another. Life has a way of circling back to us, whether good or bad. Whatever a man or woman sows.
Welcome to AfriFun Tale, where deep African stories speak truth and open your eyes. These are more than just tales. They carry wisdom, warnings, and the voice of our ancestors. Before we start, drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because one story here might touch your soul. Now, relax your mind, open your heart, and listen. This story may change how you see life forever.
One good turn deserves another. But what if the life you saved comes back to save you in the most unexpected way? A glowing woman in white standing behind a shocked young man in a hotel room. Saved by an angel. It is said that one good turn deserves another. Life has a way of circling back to us, whether good or bad. Whatever a man or woman sows, that is exactly what they will reap. Sometimes, the rewards of our actions don't just end on this earth, they echo beyond, even after death. My name is Topere, and this is not just my story. This is a testimony. A story of life, of death, of sacrifice, and of an unforgettable miracle. I grew up in Taraka, a quiet village where life was hard but simple. My mother, Mrs. Baye, was a food vendor. She worked with her bare hands to feed not just me, but sometimes strangers too. She taught me that in this life, you must always sow kindness because you never know when you will need it in return. Among her regular customers was a young foreign lady from another African country named Bukoyo. She was dark-skinned, full of life, and always had a smile, even though her hustle was tough. She sold walnuts in the market to survive. But one day, her life took a sharp turn. She got pregnant. The man who had promised her love and support vanished the moment he heard about the pregnancy. Suddenly, she was alone. No family here, no friends to lean on. Her world collapsed. At her lowest moment, Bukoyo made a terrifying decision. She resolved to terminate the pregnancy. In her mind, it was the only way out. But God works in mysterious ways. My mother somehow got wind of her plan. Without wasting time, she called Bukoyo to our house. I remember her voice that day, firm but full of compassion.
She told her, "My daughter, no matter how a woman becomes pregnant, the pregnancy is from God. A full human life is growing in you. If you terminate it, you will invite the wrath of God upon yourself. That blood will cry against you." Then Mama held her hand and added softly, "Don't do it. You can live with me. Accommodation will not be your problem. God will see you through. Trust Him. You will laugh last." At those words, Bukoyo broke down in uncontrollable tears. She cried out about betrayal, about how the man she trusted had deceived her and abandoned her when she needed him most. But Mama's words gave her hope again. From that day, she moved into our home. We became her family. She carried her pregnancy to full term, and when the baby was born, Mama gave her the name Destiny. It was a baby girl. Life seemed to smile again, but not for long. 5 years later, tragedy struck. Bukoyo fell gravely ill. Despite all efforts to save her, she died, leaving little Destiny in our care. My mother wept bitterly, but she didn't abandon Destiny. She became both grandmother and mother to the child. Destiny grew up, smart, sharp, and very ambitious. Mama supported her dream to become a medical doctor. With God's help, Destiny succeeded. She later relocated to Canada after landing a good job offer. But she never forgot where she came from. She sent money home often, and every March she returned to our village. March was the month her mother, Bukoyo, died. Every year, she hosted a solemn remembrance. She visited orphanages, supported the poor, and ended at her mother's grave. I once saw her kneeling at that grave, tears rolling down her face. She whispered, "Mama, thank you for not giving up on me. Rest on. Keep watching over us. I love you." Her words pierced my heart. Truly, my mother's kindness had saved a whole destiny.
As for me, life moved on. After secondary school, I studied pharmacy and graduated in flying colors. I worked for the government for some time before establishing my own pharmaceutical company. God blessed the work of my hands. One day, I got an international business invitation to Germany for a partnership. I booked my flight, lodged in a hotel near the airport, and planned to board early the next morning. The deal was worth millions. But that night, something strange happened. I overslept. Not just a little, hours behind schedule. I woke up confused, rushed up, and that was when I saw her. Standing in my hotel room was a woman glowing in white. Her face and body radiated peace. Her gown flowed like something not of this world. For a moment, I was frozen. My door had been locked. How did she get in? She looked at me and spoke calmly. "I made you oversleep. Your enemies want your mother to cry over you, but I will not let that happen. Soon you will understand why." In that instant, my senses returned and my heart leapt. I whispered, "Sister Bukoyu, is this really you?" I stretched my hand to touch her, but she vanished. I stood there, trembling, confused, and shaken. I had just lost a business deal worth millions. My heart was heavy. But then my phone buzzed with international breaking news. Out of curiosity, I clicked it. My blood ran cold. The very flight I was meant to board had crashed. Not a single survivor. I dropped my phone. My knees buckled. My body froze. My mind screamed, "This is why, Sister Bukoyu." I looked around the room, but she was gone. Still, I knew what I had seen. Without delay, I rushed home to Mama. Shivering, I narrated everything. Tears flowed from her eyes as she cried out, "Thank you, God. Thank you, Bukoyo. You are the saving angel." That day, I understood life in a way I never had before. What my mother sowed years ago in kindness had come back to us in the most miraculous way. She saved a life, that life grew, flourished, and even after death, returned to save mine.
And so, I share this story to remind you, nature never forgets, life never forgets, God never forgets. Every seed you plant will grow. The question is, what kind of harvest will you reap? Do good even when no one is watching. Help the helpless. Stand by the weak. For one day, your harvest will come in ways you never imagined. This is my story.
If this story touched you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and tell someone who needs to hear it. Here at AfriFun Tale, we share stories that teach, warn, and bless. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss when another powerful story drops. Till next time, stay sharp, stay wise, and remember, every story is a seed to grow your life.